大丈夫。自分の力でやるんだ。なんとかするんだ。なんとか。
ああ、ペダルいってんじゃねえか。こいつで足をペダルにシューズごと固定するビンディングペダルだ。こいつはただ足を固定して滑らなくするだけの装置じゃない。引っ張ることでクランクには踏む力と引く力、同時に2つの力が加わることになる。
2つの力。
シューズを履け、ペダルを回せ。行けよ、小野田。
ペダルが踏んでないみたいに軽い。バイクか何かに乗ってるみたいだ。
Hello world. I don't know, I just thought that was funny. Anyways, I wanted to take this opportunity to do an update on my Leviathan, or Strong Feet Athletics Leviathan 1.0 review, and give you a review on the 1.1s. Anyways, I bought the 1.0 size 46, and I was just going to ride them out for, for whenever there was a more definitive update on the Strong Feet Athletics Leviathan product. But whatever the 1.1 was, I didn't know if that would be a much better product. But as these broke in, I knew, or I strongly believe, like size 45 would be better. So I originally bought 46. I got those like a few days before a graveling event last year, and so they fit pretty well. I thought they were pretty good, and I wanted clipless pedals, and so if you looked at my previous review, the story up to that point was I was riding platforms due to a nerve issue, and so these worked. So these felt comfortable enough. There's no way I didn't want to ride that ride with platforms. So I went with it, broke it in, and I wouldn't feel right, going back and say, hey, I want a better size or whatnot. So I've been riding these for a year, and they've been great. And I don't know, I may keep them for the winter because you can ride thicker socks. But at my age, I'm getting to the point, like, and I know people who cycle may totally disagree, but it's like, the winter, I like cross-country skiing, strength training, big hikes because the snakes, the bugs, everything's less. So I'm actually trying to get to a cadence that, in the cooler weathers, kind of change up my activities. And then as it gets warmer, a lot of it's centered around cycling because I still love biking, but, my worldview is like, I do activities to maximize my independent mobility and health as I age. So anyways, we have fun diversifying activities. So, somebody in the DC metro area might be getting a good deal on some Leviathan 1.0s on Facebook Marketplace here soon. So anyways, what this quick update is, hey, what's the real difference? So if you look at the website, the pricing is the same. And superficially, the first thing you will see is the tongue. So in the 1.0, you have like the cloth tongue here. See. And in the 1.1, it's the leather-like or leather material. So that's different. So I guess it's easier to clean. Maybe it's more durable. Who knows? But that's one difference. Also on the website, they talk about more padding or something tied to the heels. And I don't necessarily feel it, but there's definitely, one's more worn in than the other. And 45 versus, it's all relative. But the heels seem, and they definitely feel like they wrap better or they're more snug. Like there isn't a I don't want to use the term's not abrasive or something that has more friction to it, but the heels are solid on here, but it could be just the better fit. But there is definitely it's kind of more comfortable, snug. They say there's more padding around the heel, so that may be true. But the other noticeable difference right away is if you look at the sole, and they mentioned this, but this is flat and it has some light scoring for traction. Whereas here, you'll see that it's cut up at an angle and it has more, call it just tread is built in here, right? I actually was thinking of taking a Dremel tool and creating treads on this one. So that is like the big difference. The 45, so give you context. If I bought ultras, zeros, and even limbs, I get 12.5 American. And so for these, I mean, if you wear those comparable size, the 45s definitely super awesome fit. Like if you're climbing or spinning more, it's like, yeah, you don't have to think about the shoe, just think about the pedaling, and it's good to go. So if those numbers help, 45 is way to go. 46 fit comfortably, but not, from a performance perspective. You got that foot, that's great. And then also these will break in. I actually like the leather-esque material. It's definitely durable. These have been pretty breathable. I only wear in the warm weather, and they start comfortable and they break in, I guess, a little bit. Another big difference because of the tread pattern, and I think because of this angle here versus what you have here, these are way more walkable. I mean, yeah, they're much more comfortable walkable. So the price is the same on the website, and you can read for yourself. My reviews, I think the philosophy behind my reviews is I don't like to read and do a ton of homework on the product. I like to characterize or describe the product based off what I understood and why I bought it, and not like, oh, here's the homework, here's what I know, and then try to sell it like I know. These were factors in my decision. So that wasn't the case. I just described it as is. You can go to the website. So parting thoughts for useful information is they're priced the same. And so speculation, and I have no relationship. I bought these myself. This is like $600+ worth of product here. But cycling is good for your health. You do what you got to do, and you need to be comfortable to have, for long hours on the bike, you got to be comfortable. So anyways, so my speculation is that the 1.0s got released because you had a large population and product feedback or whatnot. They're at scale in production, a lot of touches, a lot of feedback. The 1.1 has refinements. I also think these are coming smaller sizes. So this is the post initial production improved version based off of lessons learned hitting the market. So what's weird is that they're the same price. I would think, sell these for $20 more, sell these for a subset less, because this is the better product, in my opinion. So I don't, however they're doing it, it's a small niche manufacturer. You got to make money, pay the bills and stuff. So I get it, but it's hard for the consumer to understand the value difference. So my thoughts is, when in doubt, go with the 1.1s. And I don't know why you wouldn't do the 1.1s unless you just had a much thicker. Again, I can't even speculate. I would buy the 1.1. I think if these were marked down because they're the legacy older model, either mark these up or mark these down. So if you buy older, you're giving up the new features, but you get all the value really that the new ones don't offer. Definitely, if you're into gravel and or mountain biking, 1.1 all around. Just because you have the tread, you have a more walkable tread traction in the shoe, 100%. If not, I mean, the 1.0 works, but I don't know why you would buy those. You know, from what I ascertain, I would just do the 1.1. So, anyways, I still love the shoe. I'm excited for their new offerings. I think these are the only options out there for the monster duck-footed cyclists out there that the industry hates. There is a new there's a new shoe pending. I already ordered it. I can't even remember the name. From Lake. I can't remember the name. I ordered it over the winter, and it's not like I'm making that much cash. I just order stuff. It is a shoe I'm waiting. I have to wait to get it, so I can't even remember off the top of my head. Again, at my age, I'm just happy for every day that I'm alive. I don't have the time to like totally geek out on every facet of technology. And I work, I parent, trying to stay fit and active, and then do life. Anyways, that's my excuse for not like knowing all those details. So, anyways, that's my update. That's my review. We'll see how the editing goes. Again, I'm just I'm learning YouTube stuff, but wanted to get this update because I was excited about the product and wanted to just give my take on like what's the difference, what you should buy. It's not that clear on the website, so